Michael. Mike.
Yes, Dad.
Yes, Dad. It's 9 a.m. What are you still doing in bed?
I have nowhere to go today.
A pastor's son, having nowhere to go on a Sunday. Why aren't you attending church with the rest of the youth?
Dad, I don't think I'll be going to church physically today. Maybe virtually.
Why? I asked you a question. Why aren't you attending church service?
Dad, I was excommunicated from the church.
What? My son excommunicated from my church? For what? Who did this?
Pastor Ezekiel, the youth pastor.
Ezekiel? Why did he do that?
I don't know. Maybe you guys had management wrangles and he chose me as the punching bag.
I'm sure there must have been a very good reason.
He says I'm a bad influence to the rest of the youths and I'm to stay away from the church environment until I sanitize my thoughts. I don't know what that means.
Don't worry, I'll handle Ezekiel. You clean up the compound. We're having guests in the afternoon. Yes. And when Mom comes, tell her I'll be late. I have a few interviews to conduct.
Okay.
And wash up.
Okay, so.
Good morning, Ezekiel. Sir?
Good morning, Pastor Wanjohi.
Today's youth service was great. However, I realized that most of the youths are keeping off the service.
Agreed. We need to find a way of encouraging the youth numbers.
Ezekiel, why was Michael suspended from youth service?
I did not suspend him.
My son does not lie.
With all due respect, Pastor Wanjohi.
Look, I don't have time for many stories. I'm in a hurry. Okay? I already missed the main service and I can't afford to miss this vital information. Ezekiel, why are the youth numbers dwindling as you mentioned?
Kindly.
No. Sarah, you're not going anywhere. You must stay here and help me solve this issue. Ezekiel, why was Michael suspended?
When as a preacher you do things in the name of trending and controversy, why do we get shocked when our kids copy us?
Ezekiel, it is our job to teach the youth the difference between right and wrong. That is why I hired you as a youth tutor.
And that is what I did. Look, the only mistake I did was use him as an example to spearhead the conversation on moral values.
Yes, and moral values are the basis of national development and societal stability. So,
Sarah, none of you has the moral authority to lecture me about parenting.
The responsibility of bringing a child is a societal thing. It begins at home. And that is why I decided
to excommunicate my son from church.
No. I banned the taking of alcohol in church. I banned those youths that peddle these substances to others. I did not specify who. And that is probably why him and many others left.
When I started this church, I entrusted you with over 400 youth. Now we can barely make 200. To make matters worse, your wife and your child, whom I've never met, do not attend service in this church.
With all due respect, sir. Many people leave this church over the years to go and attend other churches for various reasons. I told my daughter and my wife when they chose to leave that there's only one church in town. Jesus' church. I made it clear to them that we are not in competition with other churches. I want them to be where Jesus wants them to be, to freely flourish for Christ.
Are you trying to say that my church lacks in spiritual nourishment?
The environmental conditions in this church do not allow that. First of all, you are the owner of this church, but you're still a professional wine taster. How do you expect the spirit to thrive when
You're fired!
I expected that. However, we had intended to visit your home this afternoon for the door-to-door service. I request that you grant me this last chance to minister in your home.
Yes, Pastor.
Okay. We shall meet you there, though I'll be a bit late. I have some interviews to conduct.
Welcome. Come in. Welcome. Kindly have a seat.
Oh,
Make
thank you.
yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
We are fine.
How was today's service? I missed out. I was preparing for this fellowship. You know my house help left for maternity leave, so I'm doing all the chores.
At the expense of coming to church. Anyway, service was great. But it looks like when your husband misses, you also miss.
If I may ask you, isn't Michael around to help you with some of these chores?
Don't even mention. That boy is difficult. I think you need to talk to him. Michael! Michael!
Yes, Mom.
We have guests from the church. Won't you join us? What? Is that alcohol you smell?
Aye, Mom. Why are you pretending? You and I both know we are drunkards. You take alcohol in the morning, lunch, and supper. Aye, why are you pretending it's a secret? If the head of this family is a drunkard, then all of us are drunkards.
What?
And you, Pastor Ezekiel, you suspended me from church. Who do you think you are? Eh? Do you think you are the blood of Christ? Eh? And now, you follow me home just to add salt onto the injury.
Michael, calm down.
Ai, mama, watu watoke huko ende na huko kwao.
Michael Wanjohi, sit down.
Looks like you're the last one on the list.
Yes, sir.
Now, I hope you do understand that unlike many other professions where formal education is paramount, in wine tasting, passion inspires growth and also practical experience is key. That's why we're having this meeting on a Sunday. I've been in this field for 30 years and I've never had an assistant, let alone a lady at that. So for someone to excel in this field, they have to have quite a liking for the beverage.
Well, I believe I have what it takes.
So what makes you think that you have the skills to be an excellent wine taster?
For starters, I'm very passionate about wine and have an undying love of the beverage. My memory is also very top-notch. You know, for you to be a good wine taster, you have to identify different flavors and fragrances. And lastly, well, my sense of smell and taste is impeccable. It's a good quality for all wine tasters. Oh, and before I forget, you know, wine is a beverage that interacts with different food items. So for you to be a good wine taster, your culinary skills must be perfect. And that's an embodiment of me.
Well, I think out of all the interviewees, you've done really well. We start work tomorrow.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Right, and since you've mentioned that you have culinary skills, and that's an embodiment of you, why don't you come over to my house? My wife is hosting a few guests, and I'm sure those skills will come in very handy. Please feel free as we go out. You can pick a number, 2 or 3 bottles for yourself.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Okay?
Sister Sarah,
Yes, Pastor.
kindly lead us in a chorus or two.
Tupige makofi. Baba tuwashie moto wa imani.
Baba, tuwashie moto wa imani.
Ae Baba nijazie moto wa injili. Baba tuwashie moto wa injili. Baba nijazie moto.
Sister Sarah, thank you. I should join the choir. The choir master will help you a lot. Okay. Romans chapter 14 verse 20. It says, "Do not destroy the work of God for the sake of food. All food is clean, but it is wrong for a man to eat anything that causes another man to stumble."
Amen.
Pastor Ezekiel, huku si church or you bulldoze things on us. Huku ni home.
Michael, stop embarrassing me.
Proverbs chapter 20 verse 1. Wine is a mocker
Oh, yes.
and beer is a brawler. If anyone is led astray by it, he is not wise.
Amen.
Michael, you're an embarrassment to your father who runs this Church of Christ. I wish you knew how the grace of God is sufficient. Do you know my daughter Nikita? By the mere fact that she listens to me, she has landed a senior manager's position in a very big organization.
Stop being holier than thou. Mnanidharau sababu niko jobless na fadhabu mnakuja kuifanya huku kwetu. Butokeni huku.
My sister Edna, if a mature Christian's freedom causes another to fall headlong into sin, then it is wrong. The fact that we can be led astray by these liquid entities should cause every Christian to check their hearts.
Amen.
Useless people. I cannot sit here and listen to this hypocrisy.
Michael, calm down.
Good afternoon.
Mchungaji.
I thought I'd find the fellowship on. It looks like I haven't missed a thing. So this is Nikita, my new assistant.
My husband. Michael has consumed the working apparatus. He has not given this guest peace.
Michael. What's happening? Who told you to go to my private working station?
Ai dad. Fuata nyuki ule asali.
Dad, you're also here.
I am equally shocked you're here. Is this the senior manager's position in a very big organization?
You don't get it. I couldn't tell you I'm a wine taster now. I couldn't. Out of fear of judgment. Anyways, I've been doing this for the past 1 year now. And we do it on Sundays. That's why I left church. Furthermore, I've just been employed on a permanent basis.
What?
Yes, Dad. Pastor Wanjohi is now my new boss.
Pastor Wanjohi, you mean you fired me today only to hire my daughter as a wine taster?
Dad, I am so sorry for the loss of your job. But with this new job, I can cater for all of us, including Mom.
Hey, there you go, good people. Now who be the judge?
Look, don't have any worries. It's more or less like outside catering. Yeah.
Now, how will I hide my face?
Yeah. Ezekiel.
Dad, wait!
Shut up. What are you laughing at?